welcome back to Angel's POV Kitchen Diaries. Today I'm going to follow up. Earlier on today I made some liver pate, and I'm going to make some homemade flatbread, which will be lovely with the liver pate. So as always, we start with water, warm water, and that's half a teaspoon really, isn't it? So 150 mils of water and teaspoon of sugar and 1 bag or 7 grams of fast acting dry yeast. And the reason we do that is just to get it feeding off the sugar and the warm water and bring it to life and start it activating. But it only really needs a minute in there. So 150 millilitres of warm water, 1 bag of yeast, teaspoon of sugar. So that's in there, start activating. For the dough, we've got 250 grams of strong flour. We're going to go with a little teaspoon of salt. That will do. 50 grams of butter, or that's actually butterly spread. Because I'm going to have this bread with the pate, we're just going to put a few garlic granules in there, then chuck the yeast and the water and the sugar in there. Try and make sure you get it all out, and that's it. That's simple. Now, as with all bread, it needs kneading. So I'll put my kneading hook in and start at a low speed and basically mix it for 5 minutes at the low speed first to bring it all together. Then I'll put it a little bit faster and we'll get it kneading for 5 minutes. All right, well, I'll see you in a minute and we'll see what it looks like when it's all come together. Okay, so it's been kneading or mixing for a good 5 minutes, maybe a little bit longer, not a lot though. And look at that, it's a lovely sticky dough, which is what we want because we're making a flatbread. So the idea is, once it's had its rest, let's just give it a little bit of a... We're not going to shape it again. We're going to knock the air out of it on the flat tray and use the air that's got in it as a way of stretching it out and making it a little flatbread. So make it a little ball like this. There she is, look. Lovely little dough. Stick it in there. Now try and remember the size of it, okay? Because we're going to come back in an hour and it should be twice that size. So I'll see you all in an hour. Let's cover her up. Ooh. That's it. We'll come back in an hour. Should be twice the size. Okay, so it's been just under an hour. Look at that. Remember the size it was? Definitely doubled in size. Now, as we knock the air out, I want to flatten her. And then, as you knock the air out, get it nice and flat and elastic. And just try to flatten it as much as I can. Into the tray. Doesn't really matter. I only made a little bit of dough, so it's not going to fit the whole tray. But the flatter we make it, knocking the air out, the better it'll be. But really, that's enough. You don't need to use a rolling pin or anything like that. knock the air out. And as you knock the air out, just flatten it like so. Sorry about that cat dying in the background. Actually, I'm tempted to roll it, but the rolling pin doesn't fit in the tray anymore. Okay, that's nice and flat in the tray. So now what we need to do is just get a fork. Just put some holes in it randomly, like this. Now, if I'd made a bigger dough, say 400 grams, then I'd stretch it right out to all the corners. But in this case, just a little one today. Okay, and now we give it its proof. So again, it's going to cover her up. Oh Christ. It's difficult doing things with one hand, if I can hold the camera. I can't believe how much it actually grew in that 55 minutes. But yeah, we'll come back in 40 minutes or so and we'll start the baking process. Okay, so it's been about half hour. Let's have a look. Oh, look at that, it's risen again a little bit. Now, let's have a look. We're gonna whack it in the oven for about 25 minutes. And she goes. Right, we'll be back in 25. Okay, so it's been in 20 minutes. I just checked it a couple of minutes ago. There you have it. Nice, savoury flatbread, which will go lovely with the liver pate. So, once again, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I'm going to enjoy eating it. Please subscribe, like, any comments or questions, happy to answer them. Have a great evening, day, weekend, week, wherever you are.